Hey guys, what is up? It has been a super busy week for me, and so I'm going to keep this video short and sweet, and I'm going to go ahead and dig right into the Ask Laurel thread. Just a quick reminder that you want to make sure that you are actually following the rules and that you're reading the information on how to actually use this thread. Just make sure you're following the rules. My team will delete any questions that break or violate any of the rules. The deadline is typically Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later. One of the things that my students love to do is actually set an alarm for Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. And it'll just say Ask Laurel. And if they have something to ask Laurel, they will come to the Ask Laurel thread and post it. So typically answer these on Thursday. You can see today I'm a little late. Usually I do this in the morning, but there is no set time for these Ask Laurel threads. I just squeeze it into my schedule. And as always, if you have any questions at all, reach out to support, reach out to the group, and make sure that if you have a question for me, that it actually goes inside this group. Most important rule inside the $7 program is do not stay stuck. Ask for help. I am here to support you. And so we're going to go ahead and dig in. Miss Kathy says, do we use this thread also to get power offers look at? Well, Miss Kathy, if you look into the rules right here, it actually says if you would like for me to approve your power offer, click the link below to see the rule on how to do that. And to answer your question, yes, you just need to follow this rule right here and actually shows you how to do that. Amanda Hines says, for clarity, is an SLO ad that converts directly to cold traffic considered a power offer? Not necessarily. A power offer has a very specific framework that just happens to be a direct ad, but not all ads that are direct offers are considered power offers. Let's see. Zainab says, I'm a career coach for immigrant professionals. I'm currently 1 month into phase 1 and launched my power content and conversion multiplier ads. What is the best way to approach people who raise their hand for the value bomb but don't respond in the DM once I ask the initial question to start the conversation and diagnose the real problem? I have 60 people raise their hand so far and only 4 people answered the questions. I also did a split test where I send them the link directly and got 18 signups. Here is my initial message. Hey, I'm messaging you here because you asked for my skill inventory map. Based on where you're at in your job search, I have a few tailored options that could work for you. Tell me which of the following scenarios fits you best. I've been applying to jobs but no interviews yet. I have been getting interviews but no job offers. I am struggling with a career change. Not sure what to do next. Is this a problem with my messaging, a trust issue, or the conversion rate is within industry standards? So typically we want 40% of people to respond. So you are you're a little bit low as far as the people who's responding, but it could be a lack of trust. It could be a number of things. Don't get discouraged. It could just be that the person isn't seeing the message. And so one of the ways to get around the new rules within Facebook and Instagram, because they do apply to both, is unless someone's a friend, they might not see it. And so when you're responding to people in the comments, just make sure, hey, I just want to make sure that this actually gets to you. Make sure to check your spam folder or your other folder. It may have ended up there, but let me know if you didn't get it. I usually say a version of that whenever I'm commenting back to people. But I will say this, the more that you put out content, the more people will trust you. But other than that, one of the things that I like to do is I like to give people a very specific reason as to why I'm asking them this question. I mean, what you did is okay. Based on where you're at in your job search, I have a few tailored options that could work for you. I would probably go a little bit more detailed into why each of these will warrant a different skill inventory map. But other than that, I mean, I don't see anything that would be too off. Let's see, Jennifer says, I've been running power content video ads for the last few weeks and getting comments on wanting the value bomb, which I have sent through Messenger. But after diving into the value bomb training more, I'm questioning if what I'm delivering is the right thing and feeling stuck because I don't know if it will lead to them realizing there's a bigger problem that I can help them with. The problem I solve is bladder leaking with belly dancing. My value bomb in the ad says my students on average are able to reduce bladder leaking in less than 21 days when they do this one belly dance power move. Want to learn how to do it with my free step-by-step video. This kind of reads weird because, like, if you're targeting belly dancers, I think saying something like my students might be a little weird, because they might think that you're a teacher of some sort. So it might be something like my belly dancing clients. Actually, that's that's how I probably would. I wouldn't even say like students. I would say my belly dancer clients are able to reduce bladder leaking in less than 21 days if they do this one power move. Want to see it or something like that. The video is 5 minutes long, so they can consume it quickly, but it's going to take them longer for them to get results. And is this value bomb that will get into the right messenger conversation with them, or should I change it? My thinking was that they might see that they need to help. Well, remember, the point of the value bomb is to get into a conversation and diagnose what their actual problem is. So more than likely, your students probably don't even need this video. They need your help with something else. And so if people are responding to this, as it says, you're getting comments on. I would have been surprised. I would have thought maybe you would have had a problem getting comments for people to admit that they've got bladder leakage. Which, but power to you, man, Jennifer. That's good. You've got over that first hurdle. But no, remember the whole point of the power. The value bomb is to help people realize that what the real problem is, and so as long as you're able to diagnose them in Messenger, the type of value bomb really is kind of irrelevant, right? Because if the whole point of the value bomb is to get a conversation with ideal clients, it's doing its job. Now you just need to do your job of actually diagnosing what the real actual problem is. Let's see, Ilya says, hey, I'm new here and this is my first post. Please don't kill me. No, you're as long as you're not being lazy, we welcome all posts. Let's see, he says, I'm watching the Value Bomb workshop today pretty much all day. On around 45 minutes, Laurel says what makes people lose their trust in you is changing your offer every 30 days. Absolutely. I am still a licensed life insurance broker. However, since November, trying to position myself as credit repair and a business funding specialist. Being an insurance agent and broker, I've learned a couple of things that I might never tell anyone if I wanted to be an insurance broker, like how to save tens of thousands of dollars on Medicare. This is not an exaggeration neither. Or how you don't have to buy life insurance and still have your funerals covered for $49. I have about 4 or more bombs like that. Stuff that only insurance brokers who pay attention may know, and they'd never reveal it to their clients because they're fine with 10x commissions instead. Is there a way to present these value bombs not as my main offer while redirecting them to my other stuff? Or just post it as a complete giveaway just to build that goodwill? I feel like these bombs still provide a lot of value, or pretty much anybody, including my ideal clients. Or is it still a bad idea? Should I just skip or hide the info as it doesn't correlate directly with my main offerings? Well, I'll lose the potential client's trust. Again, my one question, is there a good way to present these value bombs? As long as it makes sense with what you do, right? You can have several offers. What I mean by people changing their offer is one day they're a fitness coach and then the next day they're a spiritual coach. One day they are a spiritual coach, the next day they are saying they're an ad expert, right? That's what I mean by changing your offer. As long as you are giving away stuff that is within your niche and is servicing your clients, that you won't lose trust with them, and it will build a lot of goodwill. Let's see, Carly says, I'm a holistic nutritionist and PCOS coach. The problem I solve is getting pregnant. I am on video 3 of the Stealth Marketing Series with Nick Peterson. My offer is a 347 28-day program called Cleanse to Conceive, where we work on egg quality and reducing toxic load to balance hormones. I think it may be classified as a done with you program because there is a course component meal and also weekly live group coaching calls. My question is this. My ultimate goal is to make this my evergreen low ticket offer. I have a high ticket 16-week offer I'm working on, but I don't know if this program classifies as low ticket or not. I saw that I will know this if I can sell it without a call or not versus basing on price point. That's not necessarily true because you can sell high ticket without a call and you can sell low ticket with a call. It just depends on whether or not the audience is going to buy something. Like a good example of this is car insurance or gym memberships, right? Most people buy gym memberships by in-person appointments, and most people buy $10 a month insurance via a phone call. So it's not necessarily whether or not you need a phone call to sell it. Low ticket just means, is this an impulse buy for your ideal clients, right? So women going through infertility, would you consider $347 a low, like a low barrier offer, right? Well, like, would that be an impulse buy for them? Probably not many people. So just wanted to clarify that. I saw that I will know this if I can set. The video says to use all the messaging conversations that I have to figure out what my customers truly want. How specific do we have to get? Like, what is their goal, or what features of an offer do they want? Example, do I try and find out if they want to get pregnant, or find out do they want a course, a meal plan? No one ever wants a course. People want results. I would like to avoid getting on calls for this program and instead pitch in Messenger with leads with power content and conversion multipliers until I have enough traffic. Do you recommend trying this or focus solely? I would focus on booking calls so that you can literally hear them from their mouth why they are going to buy or why they're not going to buy. Even whenever my clients launch low ticket offers, I say sell it over the phone, because you're going to get a lot of input that you normally would not get from a messenger conversation or just from a straight up sale. And especially 347, especially to this market, I probably would consider this a mid-ticket offer for B2C, because $347 isn't exactly an impulse buy. So I would literally try to get on the phone, because here's the thing, even if you get on the phone with people, you might figure out that this 28-day program is not the thing that they need. They actually need this 16-week thing. And so being on the phone actually gives you more options as well. Let's see, William says, hey Laurel, it's been 5 weeks since I got into the $7 program with 2 power content up and running and more power content multipliers to come. Awesome. I'm a coach that helps men with dating. William, hopefully you're having a fun time over the last 5 weeks. Happy to have you. Can you take a look at my power offer? I'm sure it could be better. I also had trouble with the first line because I don't think I can call out single men directly or talk about being single and lonely since it's a negative experience. I had some great insights this week when I watched your video, watched me review students' power offers, Encore, and I already have some ideas where I can improve. Still, I'd love to have your feedback. Awesome. I love this. Let's see, I think you got some feedback here. One thing you may want to mention in the power offer content is making it easy to find women connect with in person. Oh, that's good. That's awesome, Andrew. Let's see. You can see here, he's following the process and giving me proof. Want more dates. That is literally going to get you flagged, because Facebook might flag you as a dating service, which is they have certain restrictions on that. So whenever you're talking about dating, you always want to be super, super careful, especially if you're writing in second person. We always want to write these things in first or third person. So let's see, want more dates? If over the next, so remember, this is the most important part of the entire process. And so all of a sudden, if you are helping single men, this is not telling me this is who you're targeting. Let's see, want more dates? If over the next 30 days I offer to help you put in place a concrete action plan to help build your confidence, increase your dating opportunities, both in person and online. I don't think they want to buy this. They don't want a concrete action plan. They want more dates, right? Both in person and online. Without pretending to be someone you're not, and without manipulative tactics, so you can attract your... So I would want to know, like, what problems specifically are your single men having? Like, what is it, like, what is one of the main problems that they're trying to... Like, obviously, like, but there's different types of dating programs. Like, I have a client who literally helps famous athletes find love without getting scammed by, people who just want them for their money. I would be really, really interested to know what specific problems that these specific men that you're working with actually have. But one of the things though, because you want to say something like the number one problem most men have when getting dates is they blah, 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 right? If over the next 30 days, I could help you solve XYZ, by doing X, right? So I would need to know more about your unique mechanism of what you're using, and you also want to make sure that this is written for that specific type of person. So I would say I just need a little bit more information, but you definitely need to put this in either first or third person. Otherwise, Facebook is going to say, Let's see, Sabine says, hey Laurel, I have been on your recent live workshop where you talked about the brick and mortar ecosystem. That has sparked some idea, and I was wondering if this would apply to me if I were to run an in-person workshop as a business coach in a local hotel, for example, which means I would run an ad based on the post code straight to the offer to warm audience. Secondly, I wonder if I missed your virtual event after the ads blitz. Nope, I will be sending out all of the virtual seats, but don't worry, I will hook you guys up. Let's see, what did which means, let's see, brick and mortar. this has sparked some ideas. So it doesn't matter. Like, I think one of the things is if you look at the ecosystem for both the brick and mortar and if you look at the ecosystem for coaches, it's not very different, right? But here's the thing. Even though it is local, it is still not a quote brick and mortar business per se. Sometimes you have to do a little bit more convincing that you are a business coach, depending on what that actual offer is. But if you look at the two ecosystems, they're going to be almost identical. The only reason I have them separated is because some people just get confused by the language. But absolutely, like the strategy will absolutely apply, and you will be able to run the ads for a lot cheaper as well. Let's see, Pamela says, power offer. We spoke about my power offer being coaches and consultants who need a marketing system. So I'm refining it. If I offer to give you, so I'm refining it. Coaches and consultants. So let's break this down. Coaches and consultants who are looking to convert more leads to clients. So I would argue that this is probably every single coach and consultant that's alive right now. So this definitely needs to be more specific, like coaches and clients who are getting less than 10 leads a week, or coaches and clients who are getting at least 50 leads a week, but converting less than 5, something like that, right? We need a little bit more oomph here. So, and this next line needs to be so powerful that people are willing to pull out their credit card. Let's see if that line establishes that. If I offer to give you a proven lead to client system without having to build it yourself, would you take me up on it? What's a proven lead to client system? Right? So again, it all goes back to what problem are you solving? And so I'm going to give you an example, right? So let's say you're working with coaches and consultants who are getting at least 50 leads a week, but need more sales. If I offered to convert, at least 5 clients for you using an automated dial system, inside Go High Level or something like that. Like I need a little bit more oomph, and I know a little bit about, I know a lot about what Pamela does. So I mentioned Go High Level because that's the mechanism that she uses in order to convert those leads. But I need more. Like again, this one line has a lot of undefined things. Like what's a proven lead to client system? What does that mean exactly? Without having to build it yourself, would you take me up on it? Without having to build itself up is a great without statement. But what is this? If I offer to convert at least, 10% of your clients in the next 7 days, would you take me up on that offer, right? And so this just needs to be there's a couple of things that need to be defined, like who's specifically are you looking for? Remember, your power offer, you're going to have different avatars and you need to write a power offer for each of them. And so hopefully that's helpful. You just need to be a little bit more specific on who you are calling out. Man, we didn't have that many questions this week, but hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of that. The next Ask Laurel thread will be going up on Monday, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.